Good evening, good evening, good evening, Jamaica. Good evening, Jamaica. Enough love and respect to all the persons who requested me being here. I know you are probably accustomed to seeing the real boss, Unstoppable, kicking off things. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am extremely elated to be with you this afternoon. I know most of you are accustomed, when I say, yo, then Unstoppable channel this. Oh, where's the man first? Where's Unstoppable? But Unstoppable has done, an amazing thing for someone like me. He has given me his platform to talk to the Jamaican people, as was the request yesterday. It was a unanimous decision by the viewers to have me this afternoon. I was really hoping for my president, Mr. Joseph Patterson, to be here. I am Marvin Edgar. For those of you who don't know, my name is Marvin Edgar. I am presently the acting communications director for the United Independence Congress, Jamaica's third registered political party. As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, I don't even like to call it a party because we're actually a movement and not so much of a party. But people would understand party better as opposed to movement. We are Jamaica's third registered party. And a lot of persons don't know anything about us because mainstream media has put what you call a muzzle over our mouths. They have been trying to stop the Jamaican people from knowing that they do have a viable option through the United Independent Congress, the UIC, which is headed by Mr. Joseph L. Patterson. For some of you who don't remember who Joseph L. Patterson is, Joseph Patterson was and is right now one of our national heroes, the man who decided to lead a march on September 22nd, 2021, downtown Kingston to Garden House, where we had to challenge the government to let them know we were just sick and tired of the 3 day and the 2 day and the 1 day lockdown because there were so many businesses that were spoiling people's businesses, especially the nighttime people. Them, yo, trust me, me feel it for the nighttime people. Them, entertainment industry get messed up. The entertainment sector got messed up from the whole lockdown thing. And some people will ask, so what is it you want the government to do? All we wanted the government to do was to be fair. And I for one, have my own, I draw my own conclusions. And I said to myself, had the government's friends, businesses, were nighttime businesses, the country would have been open at nights and closed down in the day. And I'm sure about that. But in the daytime, everybody was able to go to the mega marts. Everybody was able to go to the NCBs and the Scotia Banks and all about the places where the government them friend them there, the big businesses. And at nighttime, it up until now, it is just something that a lot of us were just having major challenges with, where we just could not understand their handling of the situation. But I don't really want to talk about it. All I know is that a lot of businesses have suffered. A lot of businesses have gone under. People had to shut down. People had to go on some of those sites where they had to have their cars and stuff be repossessed. A lot of things go on. A lot of things go on. Some persons were on the verge. Some people were on suicidal watch. Some people committed suicide. Some people committed suicide. A lot of persons are presently stressed out, because we believe there were just a lot of unlawful lockdowns. Yeah. And the rationale behind it just did not make any sense. You understand, to a lot of us. And even now, you understand that the Prime Minister come out and him still, him tell us say, yeah, it moved from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And it begs you to wonder, what is the 1 hour difference? You understand what I say? But I don't really want to focus on the big C. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about what the United Independence Congress can do for Jamaica. And you're wondering, okay, this party, who are you guys? For those who were here yesterday, I would have elaborated. I spoke much and I spoke about my unlawful arrest that took place 2 days ago in halfway tree. Well, basically Hope Road and Arden, the intersection of Hope Road and Arden, where I brought my placards and I was protesting. I wasn't speaking, I just let my cards speak for me. And the cards were speaking. People at the stoplight and look, some people were honking the horn saying, yo, bro, love it, love it. And we support you, we're with you. And people went on about their business. I didn't stand in the road to obstruct traffic or anything like that. Lo and behold, a police van came with Sergeant Morgan from the Harper Tree Police Station, and a female constable, and they came out. Hello, sir, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Come. And in no time, his hand was on me. I said, excuse me. I said, I am exercising my constitutional right. I have a right. You have a permit? You have a permit? You need a permit to march. I said, did you see me marching? Don't. Listen to me. So I said, am I under arrest? No, you're not under arrest. You're not under arrest. So I said, so why are you? Get into the vehicle. Get into the vehicle. Don't resist. Don't resist. And of course, I did not resist because that's the Jamaican police speaking to you. And we know how that will end. If you resist, you're good to get a gun, but it's possible that you could be shot. And it's not that I am fearful of my life. I am not afraid of nobody or nothing, but I did the right thing. You understand? I didn't resist. I complied and I went into the vehicle, the police vehicle, the service vehicle. I asked, can I make a phone call? Because I wanted to call one of my lawyers. And I was told, no, you can't touch your phone. Now, when I got to the Half Tree police station, for some of you who are just tuning in and just hearing about the story, I got to the police station. A female Sergeant Hopewood from the Half Tree police station proceeded to search me. Hold up my answer. As again, it's against protocol for the female officers to search the male. I mean, we don't have a problem if a woman search me, we really don't have a problem. But it was against protocols. And we're talking about the service. It was supposed to be done the right way. Yeah? And she searched me and removed my stuff. Although at this same time, I was told I am not under arrest. But my property was removed from me, my cell phone, my car keys, the marker that I used to write on the placards, and they held it, they confiscated it, and told me I must sit there like a little boy. I talked to them, little boy. And these police officers, they constantly forget that the citizens that they're talking to are the ones who make sure that their kids have food to eat, their light bill gets paid, them get credit to put on them phone, and whatever other things they have to do, it is our taxpayer money that cause you to have a bread on your table, which means that you need to have respect. You need to have respect. I don't care if the person is a criminal. You should do it, and you should do it with respect, and you should give the service so that even the criminal can say, man, I am guilty, but I respect and I love the way in which this police handled the situation. I am just one of the persons who encountered that. And I know you want to know the end of the story. The truth is, they sent me to the back to have another department take my profile. I was not under arrest, but they took my information or updated my information. And I asked, why are you doing that? I'm not under arrest. They say, no, because it's the second time you've come in contact with the police. So we have to make them have a put it on them profile. I say, really? So okay. Anyways, long and short of it, I was told that I'm not under arrest and that they were going to take me back to where they picked me up with my placards. I don't understand our people, my Jamaican people. I come here to talk to you this evening. Unstoppable give me the platform to talk to Jamaica. Introduce the United Independence Congress to you. I want to bring back dignity. I want to bring back freedom to the Jamaican people. And I can only do that through the United Independence Congress. So together, the United Independence Congress, we together would like to give you back freedom. How are we going to do that? First, there are some things we have to change. The Constitution. The Constitution that we have right now governing us was given to us by our colonial masters. Yeah? Our colonial masters. Our colonial masters gave us a constitution that divided us. And ever since they gave us that constitution, they are still very much alive in enslaving us. Mentally, we are enslaved. And that is why you have labor rights are kill PMP, PMP are kill labor rights, and we have the divide among the people them in our country. And it every single day, I am baffled by the fact that a country that has more, think about it now, a country as Jamaica that have more churches per square mile, so much so that we are even in the Guinness Book of Records. We make a Guinness book. We have the most churches per square mile. Yet we kill on an average between 1,200 to 1,500 Jamaican people. We kill with one another. Murder. And that is what the news know about. That is what the news know about. Because there's more. There's much more. There's so much shallow graves and missing people where needs to be added to that tally. So I would not be surprised if all could be found and be added to the tally presently. We could easily be doing over 2,000 Jamaicans will murder each other. And politicians live until they're old, until they're sick. And they do nothing about crime and violence in this country. Nothing. They do nothing to assure the people of Jamaica that we no longer will be having two Jamaica. Two Jamaica we have people. Two. We have the Jamaican for the rich, and we have Jamaica for the other people that will come here. Jamaica for the rich, and Jamaica for the other people. I can't even say for the poor. You understand what I'm saying? Because we have some middle class people here who are still suffering. And when I say suffer, I'm talking about people who just, as it relates to the standard of living. The standard of living is deplorable. The standard of living is so low. And somebody said to me the other day, I was talking to him, and he's a returning resident from England. They must say, brethren, nobody at Jamaica no hungry. Nobody not there in Jamaica no hungry. You know, sit down in Africa and Asia, how some pitney, them belly big on them. And I said to him, so you actually want, we have to first reach that stage for you to finally be convinced that the standard of living in Jamaica is deplorable, is beneath any standard that anybody can value as a standard of living. Do you know every single day, Jamaicans who live from minimum wage, me now have to ask you, it is a miracle. It is nothing short of a miracle. Nothing short of a miracle how Jamaicans actually survive day to day. And we can do better. It's sad when a little youth leave country. And they're not enough to leave country. You have kids, you have people who are in Kingston who are living the same low standard life. Who, when a little downtown, you go uptown and when you see the kind of vehicles and the kind of homes and some people who can afford fancy suits. I mean, good standard of living and can go to fine restaurants, and they do that repeatedly. But we have a country where the government don't care about the poor people. The only time the government of Jamaica care about the ghetto youths them, and it's not a matter of care. The only time the government of Jamaica use or even think about the ghetto people them is when it's time for the numbers to add up at the ballot, on the ballot paper them. Yeah? And we as Jamaicans, we allow politicians to come around when an election time and go no mothers, 2-piece chicken and KFC chicken and $5,000 and $20,000. And probably the Dan him get 500,000 or 200,000 because him have to make sure say on reach the polling station and him have to organize the thing. Because all the politicians in this country, they don't know where guns are coming from. They don't know how people are dying like that. As far as they're concerned, they honestly cannot fathom. They are completely oblivious to the happenings of crime and violence in this country. Oblivious. They don't know. They don't know the Dons. They don't know no Don. Guess what? They are in your constituency. And you know them. Of course you know them. You know them. You know where they live. Because you find them when it's time for election. You see a man like me, you see a youth like me. Me hear some Jamaicans get up and say, boy, Marvin, you're not afraid they kill you. Any Jamaican who talk like that, you's a coward. And it's fine. It is okay if you coward. Me not coward. If none of the Maroons, Sam Sharp and Paul Bogle, when we got primary school and basic school and grow up and learn a national era, if those national heroes that we pledge allegiance to every year when we go out a hero circle and spend much money to fix up them grave and pay homage to them and all kind of stuff. Huh? If they had sat back and said, boy, I'm afraid, afraid, we would still have the white man whip right over our backs. You think I lie? I mean, technically, they still have the whips over our back. It's just an invisible whip. We're very much enslaved. And we're afraid to believe that. We're afraid to believe that. Right now, the sad thing about Jamaica, if we should lock up a politician, who deserves to go to prison, many of you would have come Black Road. Oh, am I bastard? Am I bastard? I got somebody. So show him do it one time. And we carry on. And when you look at how we defend a criminal in this country, and you ask yourself, how can we better Jamaica? You know how we can better Jamaica? When we start valuing ourselves and stop talk about the boss. And the boss to see no dog. And my boss to see no boss. Your boss because he gave you $500, $1,000 because he buy you a drink and you were able to take a one photo with him. That is enough to qualify him as your boss. And you go back to a house that is not even yours. You go back to a one room where you try to build. For over 20 years and can't do the one room. You go back to a home that does not have running water in it because your boss did not supply it. And I'm talking about the politicians. When it's time for election, them go for Uno ever seen a rich people. I push out their head to a bus and the on bus stop in a batty rider, and tear up car, and carry on like we're not innocent. Me I talk to my Jamaican people them. Me I talk to no. When we can rise above that, where everybody can live, and we live decent in our country. Everybody earn a decent wage. That you are dignified in. A decent wage. That you don't be I own a corner shop. What do you call corner shop? And when the people them come at the corner shop, when the people them come at the corner shop, sometimes more ball, sometimes me, and not until you have a corner shop before you understand the level of poverty in this country. That doesn't have to be. Yeah? Come and the two little pitney there beside the father. And this is not an hypothetical case. Me I talk about reality when we see every day. And then come on him, they have the 1,000 Jamaican dollar, which is basically $7 US. For the US people who want to know how much is 1,000 Jamaican dollars, $7 US. Yeah, at the present rate, $7. And then come with the US, $7 to try to get a night's meal for 5. Him and girlfriend and the 3 pitney, the 5 of them. 5 of them did it. And you're going to say, then why did they have 3 kids? It is sad to know that we are comfortable with the state of living in this country because politicians have failed to make a better life for all Jamaicans. We don't have equality in Jamaica. And when them take out the $7 and them say, Jesus, I want a quarter pound of saltfish. I don't know how much a quarter pound of saltfish. I don't know how much a quarter pound of saltfish. Right now. All right. Right now, 1 pound of saltfish, 1 pound of a $600 almost $30. It was a $580. But because every day, every week, something raised, I think 1 pound right now, I can't shop about $630. Saltfish, 1 pound. When they get quarter pound of saltfish, you know, when they get quarter pound of saltfish, and then now say, all right, this have to go with the ackee. Yeah? On the master man, I don't know, that's about 200, thereabout. Yeah? Or 100 enough. By the time them get a quarter pound. Right? And them go so, boops. And do that. And then now so they want 2 pounds of flour. Or they want 2 pounds of rice. And then go so boops and do that. Let me tell you something, you know. On the thing, quarter pound of saltfish and a big piece of saltfish, when I say, yeah, but $1,000 can buy it. Someone will say, yeah, but $1,000 can buy it. Really? You see, by the time them done, I can't tell you this. I don't want to know how that I go share for 5 people. I don't know how that I go share for 5 people. But you know something? That's an everyday living. Everyday living. Everyday living. And then to see them walk from them yard for miles, gone down the road, gone and catch water. Wheelbarrow. Sometimes they don't have no barrow. They have it at China, them answer. I mean, I talk about long time days. We're talking about 2022 right now. Right now. I want to go over Alzal, top Alzal, right at Clarendon, yes, sir. And that is just one of the many communities where Jamaicans are still going to a standpipe to catch water. You know how much people in Jamaica don't have a clue right now? The rich people, you mean carry water? Are you crazy? Carry water? You think that if the people from Beverly Hills, you think that if the light they get cut off and the water now go up there, sir. Eh? And I think that this a country I could have been like this. And up at Cherry Gardens. And when they call it, and a big sweet place. Want to find the diplomats and yeah, the aristocrats, those who are of the upper echelon of society. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We are going to change the course. We are going to change it. And we have to change it. We have to change it. 78 years. Jamaica Labour Party, the People's National Party. Jamaica Labour Party, the People's National Party. People's National Party, Jamaica Labour Party. And we've never said to ourselves, you know what? The standard of living in this country. The standard of living in this country. The crime and violence. The corruption. And when you talk about corruption, some people make it sound like say it's just a little topic. And we have this thing about after 9 days, the 9-day attack and it done. And that's what politicians have been riding on. They just wait for 9 days because they know the Jamaicans will stop. Look at the people over there in Canada, the truckers. The truckers are weeks now. Weeks. The truck them park and now move. They're not burning down anywhere. They're not shooting each other's. Most of them don't know each other, but they decided to come together as a nation. They come together as an entity. And then park them truck. I am appealing to the Jamaican truck drivers, them. The bulldozer man them and the man them with them tractor. The man them who serious and want a better future for them pitney. Yeah, me, Marvin, and Edgar. Me I beg you no. Wanna do something for we now? Wanna do something for we? Why we can't organize as a people? I am calling for 10,000 out of the 2.9 million. I am calling for 10,000 men, Jamaican men, source of man. Where all are we march go down to as man who sick and tired. You think the police can lock up 10,000 away? Only think the police can lock up 10,000 Jamaican if we decide say, all right, okay, you don't want to march because we're going to disrupt and we're going to contribute to the big C. All right, we could not do that. Let us strategize. So you know what we can also do? You know what we can do? Let me tell you what we can do. Here what we can do. Everybody, the essential workers. I'm talking about the good police them. The good nurse them. Yeah, we know say if we strike, people might die. Yeah. Well, in order for the revolution to go forward, yes, there's going to be casualties. There has to be. There has to be. And I am very sorry, but I am thinking about the greater good for my people. Because if we don't make a stand now, if we not turn up right now, politicians are going to have whistle. You can't talk in the country. Right now, me know some media upon them radar, big. Them already locked down my social media site. Them lock them down. Them lock them down. Not one of them had an indecent language. Not one of them had a bad word in it. I was just speaking. I was just speaking. And I was speaking facts. And I was speaking to the reality of situations around me. Yeah? But the problem is, we don't care about each other. The fact that you can buy a bread, you don't care about the persons next door. The UIC wants to change that. We believe in equality. We believe in unity. That is why the name did not just come up like that, you know. United Independence Congress. We're going to get rid of the European education. Yeah? And we're going to focus on the Afrocentric kind of education where our people will understand our roots, who we are as a people, because we're lost. And this is why so much we bleach our skin, we bleach many of the maroons and stuff. And I mean, this is not discrimination, you know. I am not discriminating against anybody who bleach, you know. Because the truth is, it is your right. It is your right to do whatever you want to do with your body. And the United Independence Congress, we believe that it is your body and it should be your choice. I am simply saying that when you try to deface your being to look like your colonial masters, You're embarrassed to be black. You're embarrassed to be black. You want to be brown. But let me tell you something. You could have bleached till you're pink. You're still black. You could have bleached till you're pink. You're black. And I can't wait for the day when my Jamaican people will rise above the foolishness about me. I dieted this and me I dieted that. And nobody not this my prime minister. Nobody not this my MP. We kill a boy for my MP. And when you listen to how we talk and defend the criminals, they have no plans for the future of our young men. They have no plan for the young man in our country. The plan that the Jamaican government presently has for the young men in our country, that they failed. Them failed them miserably. And they gave them weapons to destroy each other. Boy, I'm going to tell you, I'm not even understanding no more. When me look on the news, and I realize that my Jamaican people, we take up gun and bust out the brains out of another black with the head because you this the thing, dog. You this the thing, dog. And you look on a little baby, and you put too much bullet in the baby because the baby is a part of the household. And you cut off the neck of our women. You shut up, you stab up, you shut up, you burn out, you burn down the house with them. And the level of crime and violence, when we turn on with one another, and politicians peruse every day pass me. They don't even like you. The only time politicians like Uno. The only time. Thank you, Paulette Brown. Paulette Brown said maybe the Jamaican people need to have them own. No movement there. And that may I try to get at, Paulette. Thank you. The only time politicians care about you know, and when a time for election because they want the power. And everybody who accepts money from politicians, let me tell you something. Stop. Every Jamaican who accept $10,000 and $5,000 from politicians, wanna stop sell out on yourself for 10 grand. Wanna stop sell out on yourself for 10 grand and 5 grand and $20,000. Yeah? And even if you get $100,000, that is not 100,000 Jamaican is not even 1,000 US dollar. That's 750. That is 750 US, almost 800 US dollar. Wanna stop sell out on yourself no man. We are more than that. I mean, know someone who want the money because the conditions are rough. But guess what? You want nobody hope? Guess what? United Independence Congress, we have hope. Big hope. When I say hope, you know, someone will feel say, yeah, man, what I want to come out to not have hope. No. You have never experienced the United Independence Congress. You've only experienced two. And it's just like a man who married one woman. And God forbid, that woman was the worst thing you ever married. So you divorced and you married another woman. And Lord, she's also the worst thing. And you are going to assume that the next wife is going to be the same thing? No, that's not fair. Everybody deserves their fair chance. Because the next woman, the third wife, might just be the best thing since sliced bread. True. Enough time it happen. Enough time. You cannot say that we, the United Independent Congress, are going to be the same thing. Because you've never experienced us. You never experienced me. Give me a chance, though. 63% of the country never voted in the last election. The election before that was 58%. The election before that was about 44%. What are we doing? Isn't that a sign? 44, 58, 67. So what is going to happen in the next election? Because the truth is, although you did not vote, the 37, the 37 are the 42% who voted, the little percentage that voted. We still got a government that me and you never did want. And we will still have to go into the supermarket and pay the high tax, the 15%. We still have to go pay. And the ridiculous taxes that this government is giving its people. It's unbearable. I am showing you, I assure you, a path where the country can come alive. Our GDP can go so. Because we have, as the leader, the greatest accountant, one of the greatest accountants one could have ever come across. He is the only one who came forward on the UIC Liberty TV and made it explicitly clear, gave a presentation on how the present government, Mr. Nigel Mande, little Nigel Mande, what they call the finance minister, or him and the prime minister, and the whole of them up there, agreed to give in a private sector who now owns our central bank. Bank of Jamaica is now owned by private sector. They gave them 20-point-odd billion dollars of free money, which Joseph Patterson shows you the fraud. Fraud. I don't know what fraud means. The fraud in the transaction. But they thought, I remember, I think it was Andrew Wallace. Yeah, man, I did say, oh, that Mr. Nigel is genius. Genius, of course. And it had to take another genius to discover the fraud that genius made. Few money. And Joseph Patterson, we have the video, but we cannot share it to the Jamaican people because the media, mainstream media, put a muzzle over our mouth, so because the media is also compromised. Because the same big shot people in the banking sector, they have shares in the banking, in the media houses. Yeah. They control everything. There's 15 families, 5, 10, 15. 15 family there. I think it started with 5 and it grew because inbreed and everything, but 15 of them. Some of you might say are 20, but it does not pass 20 families who controls every god thing in this country. And they tell the government what to do. They pump the money into the government, of course, which is also illegal. And they take the bribes and they do this stuff and they sell out every god thing. If Duns River falls and every single part of Jamaica could have got on one plane tomorrow morning, we would have nothing but a beer land. Beer. You know, when somebody barefoot, I always say them barefoot, I saw Jamaica that look beer. Because the investors who it was sold to, if they could literally lift up the natural resources, the attraction sites, and everything that is valuable to Jamaica and carry it going, they would. Of course, they would bring it to where they have millions more people, not just the 2.9 million down here. So. And they would save on so much as it relates to shipping costs and stuff. When you drive, when you're on the highway 2000, and you look on the mountain down Mandeville side or over Senton side, and you see that little white patch in the mountain, and them are digoti mining, And then going dig till we don't have no more mountain, deforestation, landslide, pollution, water polluted. They don't care. All they concerned about is just making money. And the dust down in the cockpit country, the dust from the backside mining where I give people cancer. And I give people all kind of rare diseases. They don't care. They're just making money. And Jamaicans will sit down and we don't do nothing about it. You see, the Jamaicans I know, the Jamaicans from the 80s, the Jamaicans from the 90s, the Jamaicans from the 70s, you see, then Jamaican there were some serious Jamaicans. We were the Jamaicans who used to block road. Yeah, but now we have some modernized Jamaicans. When I see the kind of corruption that is now, that wasn't the case back then. There was corruption, but it wasn't it wasn't highlighted as it is now. And for some persons who tell me if I'm wrong, one of the biggest corruption that go on in our Jag Summit, Jag Summit. I think if farm worker them money, I mean rob up if farm worker them money. And I think there's a famous saying that the judge who was on the case said to him, Mr. Smith, it's not a matter of wants, it's a matter of greed. And he served his time. But you know something? I believe he did what he did and he served his time. And I respect the fact that he took it as a man. Him take it as a man. I'm going to do him time. And that taught him a lesson. But the other, from that day until today, decades ago, we have not locked up another politician. Why? Is it that they are all angels? Possibly. Man, angels. No, they're not an angel. It is in our faces. It's staring. Look at the kind of guns. Look at the kind of the shipment that was intercepted, that was headed for Montego Bay of the guns. Only not see if I gun them and magazine them. Only not see the kind of them will come to Jamaica to do what? Jamaicans to do what? For do what, Jamaica? And that's where them find. That is what they found. And it begs me to wonder, how is it that they're now finding gun under sun and then go find gun down a one gated community and now them find at airport. Now you find them because what? You come under fire from the Jamaican people about the crime and violence and realize it when it's about to lose the election. Andrew Holness has been playing games with the Jamaican people. The man put off election when he want to put off it and call election when he want to call it. Which that has to be constitutionally wrong. If it's every 2 years we do local government election, then it should be you should not have the power to come put it off until when you please the Jamaican people, and they would have forgotten about the atrocities, about the crimes you committed, about your unlawful decision making, and then when you feel say you're satisfied enough, say you know, all right, we find some gun, them probably feel good now, so we are do something about the crime. Yes, boop, check that box. Make we give them 1 more hour, no more lockdown. Boops, you take off it. So no one can go up till 11 o'clock here. And then probably next by February 25th again when this enough. You can now go to 12 o'clock and everybody now, hey, you might really free up the country. Make we go vote for him. You know, see, it makes sense. And then you forgot that this is the same man. The same man who has a law now with them create that people who break the disaster risk Management Act and not wear the mask, have to pay, can pay up to a maximum of 1 million Jamaican dollars. But the same man who said ordinary Jamaican, this should go for ordinary Jamaicans. But you see, for Mr. Floyd Green and his friends, I'm sure he made 1 or 2 phone calls and come and tell the Jamaican people that I have spoken to Mr. Green, and he came to my office and he tendered his resignation. Tender resignation! Tender resignation! So that means if you are going to do that, and the DPP, the Director of Public Prosecution, go make Mr. Floyd Green and his friend there run up and down in Jamaica and behave like they're elites and they're untouchables. Every single dollar, Mr. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, Mr. Governor General, who's supposed to be the highest head of this country, and to all the 63 who up in the parliament, all the Jamaican poor people, them want to take 200,000, 300,000, all kind of thousand, and have made off the backs of poor people who don't make sure so to give back the people them their money, you know? Because it is unfair, it is unjust. It is wicked. It's wicked. And any Jamaican who don't find a problem with this, you're a part of the problem. You're a part of the problem. Under the United Independent Congress, we believe in equality, equal rights, and equal justice for all Jamaicans. This means that the United Independence Congress, although we are in the recruitment process, getting Jamaicans from all walks of life, and even if we do background checks and find out that them clean, and we give them an opportunity, it doesn't mean that you might not find 1 or 2 that may slip, but be assured that when they slip, they slide. Because we are zero tolerance. Zero tolerance for garbage. Zero tolerance for corruption. Zero. Some of the one nobody come say, but when you go in there, only go do it. There is no favor. And anybody who has met Joseph L. Pattison, you say that the man there? Me not lie. A serious little man. Serious bad. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And we're going to allow the justice system to prevail. And that is why the Constitution has to change. And there are some lawyers here, and some judges, and some high-ranking police officials, and some politicians, probably all of them, we don't know, who will be going to prison. You have to go. You have to go to prison. You have to go. Yeah, you have to go. Yeah, you just have to serve your time. As a matter of fact, just make it easier for we, so that we don't have to waste money on forensic audit and to have all kinds of agencies do a deeper introspective look on the matter and find you guilty. Just save us it and just turn yourself in. I don't love to tell people to turn themselves in. Turn on yourself in. Just go do the time now and make a country run decent and in order, man. And then when you come out, we just clap and say thank you and don't do it again. Don't do it again. It's just like the story with the woman who caught in the act of adultery when they bring the woman to Jesus according to the Bible. Yeah. And him do what him supposed to do, and him say, woman, as any man condemned, he said, no, neither. But he said, hey, go thy way and sin no more, man. So when time when you go to prison and do the time, I want to come out, just go thy way and thief no more. Go thy way. And don't corrupt no more. Go thy way. And do good, man. Do good. Is it so hard? You people who don't grow on and come up with millions of dollars and have corrupted the minds of Jamaicans, making every time we go to some Jamaican, hear them. So the UIC can't win. And this is the very few, mark you, because the majority, I'll tell you, I am surprised how much people really into us. And for the first time in history, I am presently calling it, for the first time in a Jamaica history, a third political party is going to become the new government. a new constitution, a new way of living where there's equal rights, equal justice for all Jamaicans, every single Jamaican. No more squatter community because you don't have to fret. You're no longer a squatter. Why? Because we believe, we believe that every single Jamaican should be entitled to having their own home. Yeah, we believe in that. We believe that every Jamaican, every single Jamaican should be able to earn and to live in dignity. We believe that all Jamaicans should be protected. Yeah, so it's not a case where the police reaches at Beverly Hills, as then Carl say, we believe there's a gentleman in the bush. It's possible that there's a burglar. Because I saw them talk up and say there could be a possible burglar. But me downtown now and say, officer, someone on a chop up over, you know. 2 hours later, before they show up, what up at Beverly Hills on a reach in less than 2 minutes, because you have to protect the elite at the expense of every single person in Jamaica who pay tax. Every person who pay tax, every policeman who nyam food, if you were able to buy a meal to the police, if you were able to put on a shoes, nurse, if you were able, doctor, judge, politician, if you were able to eat and pay your light bill. Well, we know I will not do that. But yeah, whatever you had to do, the trips you're taking, the fancy stores you walk in, and buy your Gucci this and your Gucci that. Just remember, how few with taxpayer money, one of us, we are disrespect and don't care about, it's very possible that you probably have 1 cent or 10 cent or $1 or $10 in a year paycheck from my hard-earned so-called minimum wage where you give me. I want to send a special shout out to all the Jamaican youths them who are struggling. And I want to give you this hope. And this is not one church where some people don't even believe in what they should believe in and give you false hope. From what I know, the United Independence Congress, Jamaica's third registered party, with the leadership of Joseph L. Patterson, we have our manifesto that is ready. And you can read it for yourself. This is not when me come beg you and tell you and I try to get vote. The manifesto is one that will blow your mind, the plans we have for now. We promise you a better life. A better life. We're not promising you riches. We're promising you a life that protects you, that gives you equal rights and justice. We're promising you a future in a Jamaica where no Jamaican should be unemployed unless it's by choice. I'll say that again and I'll say it slowly. We're promising you a Jamaica where absolutely no Jamaican should be unemployed unless it's by choice. We have a work fair program for all who no call drop out a road there and I dig out and nickel and a hustle and dip on the side, the street corner. I want you to understand that we have a work fair program to every ghetto youth. It's gonna blow your mind, where we're going to find out the gifts that you have, because we know enough of us talented. You think me no know say my Jamaican then talented? You think me not love my Jamaican then? You know how me feel when time I see Usain Bolt run down that, and when time I go to boops, I look around and I see Shelly and Fraser go to boops, and I see Elian Fraser go, Elian Thompson goes to boops, And the little girl who do the 110-meter hurdle, the little short one, the man fast like a bullet. And when we look and say Brianna got some boobs. And when we look at and the persons who have when we look at all these people who have represented us internationally, I'm marveled. I'm humbled. I am honored to be a Jamaican. We know, me know, and the UIC, the United Independence Congress, we know that our Jamaicans are talented, in the ghetto, talented. And we would like to pull that talent. We want to find out how skilled you are. So we're going to train you. If you can only remove tires from a car, our work fair program will work with you and make you the best tire person. If you can only check oil in the car, we're going to work with you and make you be the best oil checker. True. If you can sew, we're going to make sure that we have every single person that is here who can sew, and we're going to pull out the skills of that. And guess what? We're going to pay you while you learn and improve your skill set. Yeah, true. Our young people who are leaving high school, you don't have to worry if you cannot go on to college. It's okay. You'll be filtered. You left high school, you're not even a day now pass, and go into the skills program that we have. And you'll be skilled. You know what that is going to do for this country? After the first 5 or 10 years of the United Independence Congress, within the first 10 years, every single Jamaican, if you're not a doctor or a lawyer or those big things, because it's not everybody born fit on lawyer and everybody born fit on doctor and everybody born fit on DJ. But whatever you are, we're going to find out what you are and we're going to improve that skill and you're going to be the best at it, because we're not going to stop. We're going to make sure that production in this country is production, that every single country internationally is going to now start get jealous. They can't believe Jamaica. I mean, they know the potential, but they know we don't have the governance. They know so we don't have the government. You know what we have? We have 63 people who every God year then come and them decide where them are going to sell. Well, guess what? The only thing left to sell, as somebody said yesterday on this program, is the cockpit country. But technically that has been sold. It has been. As much as Chief Curry and everybody down there fight, it has been sold because the water is still being polluted and they're fighting. They're fighting to keep out foreign interests. They're still dealing with government here, the government of Jamaica, disrespecting their sovereignty. Yeah? Disrespecting it. Well, the United Independence Congress, we believe that every Jamaican is sovereign. And we respect every Jamaican. Everybody. You know, you ever say, equal rights and justice. And we not play. And some of you think that when we take up office, that when you need to understand, you have the power to make these politicians become regular Jamaicans all over again. Because if they are no longer in power, what do you think they are? Diplomats? Nah, regular Jamaican. Regular. And we're going to change it. You know what happens when they become regular? They are powerless. You see this attack when we make now, and someone only need to tag them. I no problem, I want to tag them. Tag all who can tag. I don't even know if this is a platform here when you can tag people. Tag them! Because they need to hear. So one little red man in a Jamaica near Marvin, Edgar, from the UIC, him a bonfire on corruption. And I am standing up for righteousness in this country. Every Rastafarian, every Maroon, every ghetto youth was sick and tired, every middle class person, every teacher was tired of the empty promises. for your salary that you rightfully deserve. Because me used to teach. I taught at Mapen High School, right in Mapen here. Mapen High School, one of Mr. Preddy, for 2.5 years. Thank you, Mr. Preddy. I give a joke, you know, so sweet about it. I was not even a trained teacher. But Mr. Winston E. Preddy from the Mapen High School, that the man there is one of the most respectable persons ever. Love him. Because he taught you everything that you needed to know to be a well-rounded man and a well-rounded woman, a well-rounded Jamaican. And you know what? You know the kind of system that he has? Why his system, he has been the principal and he owns Mapen High School for more than 40 years now. Yes. And he has an A average every year in terms of the passes that students get. You know why? There is always in the A category, A, where everybody excel at that school. There's no choice in excelling. And this is what the UIC wants to do for Jamaica. Preddy is the person who believes in all his students. So when you come there, you cannot graduate, you cannot move from grade 7 if you did not pass grade 7. You can't go from grade 7 to grade 8. He will tell you, Mr. Edgar, then if you boy move from 7 and go 8 and he name pass 7, then he's not dead before he reach 8. He's dead. Because grade 8, and this is how he speaks, he might be very, you see, as you know, as facetious or cynical, but that is Mr. Preddy. And he's well respected. And I wish the education system that we're coming with, the United Independence Congress, I promise you, it's going to be similar to that. The only difference is that we're not going to be focusing on the Afrocentric education more so, as opposed to the European education. Yeah? We're going to educate our people to understand who they are so that we can be more cohesive, so we can understand the unity. We are going to be the force, a force, right, yes, sir, to be reckoned with. You hear me telling you? That is the plan that we have to unite the whole country. Who would not want this for the people, them? Which Jamaican don't want this kind of unity? But we now fear kill off each other and serve politicians. And I serve them, and you're afraid to talk, you're afraid to walk, you're afraid to live in your country. You're afraid to talk, you're afraid to move about. Well, we are going to promise you this. We now play. Freedom! 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 Jamaica, freedom! Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. If you don't believe in it, don't read Bob Marley. Don't sing his song them. If you don't believe in it, the man said, emancipate yourselves from the mental slavery. The shackles are on our hands and on our feet. What politicians put money. The same colonial masters have turned our brothers and sisters against us. So the constitution that we have now, it causes us to be divided. We're going to be a non-partisan constitutional republic. Finally. Non-partisan. You know what that means? No more JLP, no more PNP. We're going to put a stop to it. We're now going to be a Congress. So in Parliament, you have Labour right over here, so, and PNP over here. So, yeah? I see the divide here. So this is the divide. Now we're going to have a Congress. It's like the US have Congress, and where we have senators and stuff, where we all come together and we all make the decision together. That doesn't sound good. People don't think about it. That doesn't sound good. So this man here now, you can't walk past the lane here because the lane here was a JLP lane, and me a PNP, and me couldn't walk past the lane here. You never know so them things that go on in Jamaica. We don't have community we can't pass to the community because of their political affiliation. We're going to tear it down. We're going to tear it down. We are tear it down. If we're going to build up a country, we're building the country now. We're going to build the country. And some of you are talking about, oh, we're not going to do that. Oh, we're not going to the money. Oh, we're not this. Oh, we're not that. Rise above that. Joseph L. Patterson is the greatest accountant. And already, we can tell you without any shadow of a doubt that 10% GCT and 10% income tax presently under our administration, not 15, 10% isn't more than enough to run the country. And you're going to say, that can't happen. How did it go happen? I look upon some people and I say to them, say, yeah, you have some older folks who, yo, trust me, it's going to take a little while for them really understand it. And I don't blame them because you know what? They have been brainwashed so much by these wicked, corrupted politicians telling the people that there's no money. There's no money. There's no money. Hmm? And the truth is, you beg to wonder. Well, I guess they might tell the truth. There's no money. You know why there's no money? Trinidad. The last time there was a news about how much things were shipped here and how much money Trinidad makes on an annual basis. Trinidad was making 780 million US dollars a year from products that they sent to Jamaica. The government of Jamaica allow other countries to import water. Come here, sir. Water is imported in this country. Water, bottled water. We have Catherine's Peak, we have water, we have Blue Mountain and all kind of things. I don't know where the brand them will come from here. You don't think that is enough? You know what that would have done for the local companies that are here had there not been any competition from outside? And what you do, you kill the Jamaican economy, you kill the local business people by introducing some people who are giving you, also want to make a chicken, people them come now and sell chicken so cheap that the local farmers them are dead. You can't grow no more chicken in Jamaica. And this is what the agriculture minister now, Pernell Charles, said the other night, that he's going to lift the tariff. I understand. Forgive me if I am misquoting. That he's going to lift the tariff so that the importation of chicken can be cheaper. The importation of chicken. So they're going to import chicken come here. So when it's chicken cheap, because the feeding in Jamaica is so expensive, then the local farmer can't compete with that the price there. So you know what that means? That for the thousands of local farmers in Jamaica who used to grow 100 chicken or 200 chicken, it will no longer make any sense. You know what that means? You have just removed the bread from that family. Those thousands of Jamaicans, you just remove the bread off of them table. Now they will have to find another source of income. And where are they going to find it? Are they going to try and now do agriculture by planting by planting ground provision? Yeah, man, they can't do that. Okay, so what if they try to plant onion or Irish potato? They should go into the market that is already packed, jam-packed with every Jamaican trying to sell the little goods them in there, sir. When the truth is you are importing onions, Irish, pepper. You import every god thing that we already grow here. For some of you who don't know, you don't know. I said it last night and I will say it again. The United Independence Congress have done its research. Joseph Patterson, we have done our research. What was the research? He traveled to successful countries. One of the countries that he went to was the Netherlands. The Netherlands. Hello? Holland. Why did he go there? What about the Netherlands where we don't know about? You know why we don't know nothing about them? Whenever we not do research, we only take what politicians say. Anything a politician tell we, and that we run with. And we say, you're the man, so it can't work. Hmm? In the Netherlands, on an average, they bring in over 94 billion euro dollar per year from agriculture. I'll say it again. The Netherlands, you can Google it. As I speak, someone will love to go up and go Google it. Yeah, the Netherlands on an average between 90 to 95 billion euro dollars a year the country get from agriculture, exporting agriculture products. Okay, so why are we talking about the Netherlands? Hold on, you need to see the maths. The maths is very important. And I want you to do the maths this evening quickly. I'm not joking at people. I'm not joke. I don't want them to sit down and listen to me. I want you to do your research for yourself because this is the only way you'll understand that it is very possible. Hmm? So in the Netherlands, you think they accept agriculture products from people when them is already they are the largest, not even one of, they are the largest distributors of agriculture products across the world. Apart from the US, the Netherlands is the largest distributors of agriculture products across the world. They found the market and they got themselves in there and they made sure to get the technology and then do all kind of things. Something with them do over there too? The Netherlands is a very flat place, flat land. You know what they do? They raise the roads. They raise the roads up. When the rain falls on the road, they have a catchment system at the side. As a matter of fact, if you look at them, most of their greenhouses, where them grow them agriculture stuff, is right along the roadside. Yeah, what if a greenhouse along the roadside? Whoops! Greenhouses. If I am talking garbage, just type in this and attack garbage. If you did not do your research, tell me how I tell. Do your research. And when the rain fall, the water run off of the road into catchment system. Boom, 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 boom. Filter, do whatever that, and straight to the greenhouse. Filtration system. Boom, boom, boom. And them thing, whoops. And of course, most of those things are genetically modified stuff. Genetically modified stuff. So the UIC has pledged, and we want this message to be conveyed to every single Jamaican, that we are going to be the number one. We are going to be the number one organic food capital of the world. It's a goal, and you are going to be a part of that goal there. So why would you want to get involved? Maybe some people say, them are young youth and don't want to work. If they don't want to take up agriculture, you idiot boy youth. I got them when they want to scamming. Don't worry about that. Agriculture is going to be so attractive in Jamaica that me, Marvin, Edgar, will tell you, say, people are going to use every single inch of their yard and plant. We're not going to plant because it's going to be so lucrative. The amount of money what I'll get for agriculture and disappear when we would have done our marketing ventures. Because we're going to have our team to go out there and market the Jamaican product. Easy. It's in demand. And it won't be hard to get our product to people. People want it. Jamaicans in England, Canada, the US, they want their Jamaican food. But when they oversaw and they go in a supermarket, which I have done, and where you have to wear the banana, wear 3 finger, put on one scale, and then you put in a little bag where they provide Eh? And you take off how much it costs and put it on it and go a 3 finger. And you don't even know what kind of banana you get until when you reach home. And you peel in yam bad. In yam bad. Because of course, most of those things are genetically modified stuff. So we are promising the Jamaican people, we're going to do everything in our power to be the #1 organic food capital of the world. Yeah. So the 94, we could work with 94 billion euros. So that would be 94 and 9 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 90. I tell you know billion and 90. So 94 and 90 times. Let us just work with 170 for the euro to the Jamaican dollar. Why are you doing that math? Because again, we're talking about the Netherlands, the country that we have done our research was successful. And which other country? Why would we want to go to a country that is rated number 10 in the world? Why? Of course, we went to the country that #1. And you know, it feels so good to be talking about this because now on the know say if the government of Jamaica takes our idea and implement it before, which they're not gonna do. They are so far gone into selling out everything that it gonna take a lot of things to do. And by the time they do it, a time for election. And they're going to lose. They are going to lose. For the first time in the history of Jamaica, the Jamaica Labour Party is going to lose. The People's National Party, they've already lost. They know that, right? And we're not discriminating to the people. When we say them lose, I am only basking in the joy of politicians losing, I'm not talking about the people, because the people who have been voting, uno a feel with friend, UIC, uno a feel with friend. So the People's National Party people and the Jamaica Labour Party people who are tired of the run around, who want a better life, and who we are appeal to, And who we are say, yo, wanna just come cross, just come cross. It's a neutral ground, and the United Independence Congress, we are not an extended arm of none of the two parties. None of we're an extended arm. People who have made up the party. We probably, like for me, I voted for the People's National Party some time ago when in a PGA time because me left high school and I say, yeah, well, I'm gonna try this voting thing. I'm gonna just vote because I didn't know at the time. I'm just gonna exercise and feel the whole. But I honestly didn't know what I was voting for. I didn't do introspective look as to whether or not this government makes sense and I should have really voted for the Jamaica Labour Party. As a matter of fact, I will go on record and make on the know say when I found out that Andrew Holness was the first, was the youngest prime minister, I really had hope. I really had hope because I didn't know anything about the United Independence Congress. I mean, I said, boy, a young man, my man, I must have turn up a thing, in Jamaica. Yeah. Grossly disappointed. Grossly. Andrew, you disappoint me, sir. Bridget, when me tell you, you're disappoint. Wicked. But you know something? It's really not your fault, because you were indoctrinated to act the way you're acting, to think the way you're thinking. And everybody knows that Mr. Siaga did thing, but I really don't think that some of the actions them where you go on with Andrew, I don't think Edward Siaga would have done that. I really don't think the Edward Siaga would have done that. I don't think Siaga would have done that. As a matter of fact, I don't even think Bruce Golding would have done that. Not that they are without fault, because all of them contributed to the present problem where we have in Jamaica now, where the young youths them are kill off them one another. Yeah? All of them have contributed to a failed system. But I really believe that those men, they had a little bit more to them than what you have. They really did. You are, because it's the truth. And if we should take a poll right now to the country, you are the worst prime minister that this country has ever seen. The worst. You are the worst. It's sad, but you are the worst. We have seen nothing but corruption and dictatorship. You dictate to the Jamaican people. and you treat it like say we're nobody. You don't care about the people of Jamaica. You're biased and you're double standard. So you lock up regular Jamaicans and you free your friends. Ruel Reid, when will the country get a true explanation as to what went down with that? How this a man can worry about money being wrapped up, but him still go off and having how much $1 million. Eh? We're never hear about that. We're never lock up Floyd Green and him friend them. I mean, they're not have to lock up, you know. You don't have to lock them up. They just go. We just want to hear that they're guilty and they should pay the fine for breaking the Disaster Risk Management Act. They're not have to go to prison, you know. They're not have to go to prison. But I believe that it's equal justice. That's true. They have to pay for it. They broke the law. They were Jamaicans. Right on the piece of land away while we there. But you have your police, big shot police, them find any young man or any young woman across the country who talk about you and who apparently curse bad word at you. Which of course it's legal and people can say whatever they want to say as long as they did not threaten you. They can say people can oppose to whatever you do. We have the freedom and the right to oppose. And I am not asking people to go out there and outrightly disrespect the Prime Minister. I mean, I tell people say, yeah, now that I don't know, say, you can't tell him bad word and all kind of things. I'm not saying that. I am simply saying that we should have been at liberty and have enough freedom and rights to express exactly how we feel, as long as we did not threaten your life, as long as we didn't threaten someone else's life. Yeah? Now I'm going to say this. The $94 billion euro times 170, which is basically, it could be more. It could be 175. I don't know what the rate is today. But let's work with just that round figure, 170. 170 to 1. So 170 Jamaican dollars might give you €1. And in the Netherlands, it's euro that they made. Euro, because it's in Europe. It's euro dollars they have over there. So they make an average of 94, 95. They're about billion euro dollars per year from agriculture. Guess what? People, when you do the 94 billion times the 170, you look for 15.8, I think. You can put the correct figure and make it run across the screen. 94 billion, 94 and 9 zeros times 170. I think it's about 15.8 trillion Jamaican dollars. Trillion! 15.8 trillion Jamaican dollar. I know I spoke about this yesterday, but I still have to talk because I think some people didn't really understand, I think they didn't really understand, And I am saying to you, if we could just simply stop all the imported agriculture produce from other foreign countries from entering here and free up the export market and provide water to St. Elizabeth and Manchester and Clarendon and St. Catherine and St. Thomas and St. Anne and everywhere that needs water to grow the crops and proper fertilizer and this and that and get it and invest into agriculture. We could even do a quarter of this 94 billion. A quarter of this, put you probably about 24, probably about 24 billion. Yeah? Probably roughly about $24 billion, which is just a quarter of what the world's largest distributor of agriculture products they are doing. They might make. That's the kind of money. We just want the 20. All right. I don't know what is a quarter. So a quarter of 94 billion euros is roughly about 24. I could just work with 24, right? 24 billion euro. That is going to now put us at about um about 3.8 trillion Jamaican dollars. Jaja, about 3.8 trillion. Only ever hear them the money they reading the budget news? $3 trillion? Only ever hear that? Only ever hear that? We at the United Independence Congress is telling you about possibilities. So we're going to action the cause. We're going to make it happen. We are going to simply make it happen. So that local farmers can finally, the market, you see the market are going empty. Because everybody are grow and nobody no need to go to market. Go pay no high price and this and that. We're going to make it so affordable for Jamaican farmers. We're going to invest in you. The technology, the everything. Yes, the truckers, people who have truck and who have this. We are going to need bulldozer. We're going to need wholly more tractor because we're going to farm the lands. So all our agricultural lands that are so fertile, that we are take and I give to Matalan and all these other big house developers to make how much matches box give people and use up much acre our good agricultural land to put up house where only the rich make money from it. And we sit down here and wonder, then I take a work. It can't work. It not gonna work. We know it can. We don't just need to give it a chance. Make we sure no say it can work. It can work. And for all the persons who might be saying, Lad, you can't shout him, man. Lad, making I am just a passionate little man and I saw me dark. I sincerely apologize. And I know for all the other persons, you are in the United States of America or you're in London and you can't understand the Jamaican Creole. I do apologize, you know, but I have to express to my people. Yeah, this is a Jamaica matter. So every Jamaican, whether you're here in Jamaica or you're within the diaspora, you do understand the language, or no see the passion. And I am just simply begging you. Me I beg you, just give the United Independence Congress a chance. We need money. Some people say, but you don't have to have money to win election. Every politician that goes around and give out money to constituents, never telling you, you see, it is an illegal act. It is illegal. It is illegal. It is bribery, and it goes against our constitutional rights and morals. Morals is what I should say. Constitutional morals. Yeah? And values. It goes against it. It's morally wrong. But these men who are doing it, they don't care about morals and values. To the guys them who go on and want to bother people, the politicians sending them go on, Bedrin, I only me a chat to. I want to make we tap a foolishness and stop killing for brother and sister them down. I want to stop killing for brother and sister them the Bedrin. We can bring back some love in that place now. Or we can have some party and people can go to church and feel good and people can go to them party who want to go party. And people can travel and people can work. Our kids can grow up in a decent environment. 2 days ago, I was over by Alzal, Garindania, and I watched the young youths them play cricket. Tears almost come on me. I see youth them play cricket. The man them play cricket in a Migla Road with a boom ball or a real cricket bat. One of them I played cricket 2 days ago. Me not talk about 10 years ago. 2 days ago. And they're happy. It felt good. I am ready to action the cause with all of you. It is 5:30. I believe that we're going to open the phone lines and get a chance. I think you either call or send your questions, but I want to hear back from you. So for the next 30 minutes, get a chance to call in. If you think it's garbage, me attack, don't be afraid if you think it's garbage, me attack. Just tell me with some respect. Yeah? If you believe that as Jamaicans we can do it together, just help us to just action the cause, no man. Action. No more talking thing. I don't know about it, you know, but too much blood, too much of Jamaicans' blood up on the streets.
Call a good
Hello.
day your life.
Yeah, what I want to find out is if from Marvin there, all prepare are they?
Caller, you're sorry, you have something playing in the background. Could you turn that down for us, please?
Uh, yeah, you still hearing it?
All right. No, it's still playing. Turn that down for me, please.
All right, hold on. Sorry.
I want them to understand, just like the question previously, that there's going to be.
Yeah, you still hearing it?
It's still playing, caller.
I'm trying to listen to the answers.
No, but
Meanwhile, that's why. All right.
No,
you could ask your question and stay on the phone. Just turn the device down.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm asking the question. All prepare is
the UIC?
are they ready? Yeah, all prepare is the UIC. You see?
Yes.
For like if we have a riot or something during the takeover, if they are going to win this election, if how prepared really are they for what will and can happen?
It's a very good question. I see
Yeah.
you're thinking 10 steps ahead. But the truth is, none of us know what is going to happen. One thing's for sure. If we win the election, that would be the majority of the country. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
our Jamaica Constabulary Force and Jamaica Defense Force, they have their duty to perform, and they will have to protect, and we will have to employ. I don't think we're going to have that, because the truth is, we would have been championing a cause for the Jamaican people. We winning would not cause a riot. The only persons who would be rioting are politicians who would have lost and know that the heat is not going to be on their backs, because they will have to give an account for all the crimes that they've committed in this country. And we're going to make sure that they do that. What we're going to have, Carla, what I believe is going to happen is that we're going to have jubilation in the streets of Jamaica, pot cover anak, for the first time in history. The third party win, and we will now have 10% GCT. No more property tax. No more squatter community. No more crown land. No more old constitution. We will now be a true non-partisan republic. Republic where we're free, mummy. No more queen, no more governor general. There's no need for them. We will now be able to do what the man just said. Get the agriculture products out there and build up the country. Infrastructure, so that every Jamaican here can have a standard of living that is way above what it is right now. Way above. We can now have our senior citizens residing with dignity. Dignity. We can live in a peace with God. No more divide.
Marvin, remember
So that, yes, we have other people. Sorry. So, mommy, let me answer your question here. Can we get carried away now? I think I answer your question.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, caller, you're live. Go right ahead, Marvin. Remember, the calling section is only 30 minutes, so don't go too far and people calling in, all right?
Yeah, man. Cool.
Go there. Yo, Marvin, pick up and stop it.
Yes, Monas.
You hear me now?
Yes, man. We're hearing you, man. You can go ahead.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, we
You're
are hearing
live,
you,
sir.
General. Go ahead, we are hearing you.
No, man, me I say, Marvin, pick up, man. Unstoppable. Man, yo, me say, me watch it program every day, that day, and me I tell us, say, yo, man, we can't wait for him and call it, brother.
Yeah. Make sure so you have your voter's card ready now.
Man, brother, me a born Jamaican, daddy, I never vote in my life, and me born, and me I tell us, say, yo, me have to vote for UIC.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
The reason why me want to vote. You see, president, brother, he man intelligent, he man
he is very, very. He's a genius.
Every interview me see man company, man I use paper that day. Hey, me say, cause you see to me subscribe to a thing, you say I'm gonna come for live, me get it.
Yes.
So, everybody, I mean, I pray the man, I mean, I say, John no star. This a man, I know you use paper, the man was attack. Just straight. Yes. But me not, I still, you see? Some things, when me see I go on, when me see the current politician, them are right now, Mr. Partisan make some talk, you know. So me get to find out like them get them cool and them get afraid. Cause watch I know, no?
Yes, yeah.
From there that day when they tell about them can't find gun and them can't find this, and Mr. Patterson start make some little talk. And basically every day you know them a find gun.
And it's just gonna be for a time.
Sure. You see? Then could find that. So either myself, boy, I mean even know if I them a try if say boy, yo, you know what? Put something at some place and then send it make it look like so make it look like say yo, I them a find it.
All right, me could not speculate, but we don't put anything past them. That's for sure. We don't put nothing past them, but we could not. Yeah, we don't want we don't want to be conspiracy theorists. Yes.
You notice that me I watch the news. And to me see the policeman, them a draw one lady on the ground, you know, and the lady unconscious, you know, brother. Me say, me know say when UIC come in and take over, that never go happen.
Never. We're gonna have a police service. That is what we're promising Jamaica as police service, not a police force, a police service. So we're going to reform every one of them has to be reformed. And enough of them are going to prison too. We can't tell them that. The ones who they know themselves. But we have some very good police. We have very good police who we are going to have. We're going to lock up the bad police. Don't worry about it. We have good police. Very good police.
Hey,
yes.
Man, can't wait to see some of them a politician I got jail.
All right, caller. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yep.
Carla, please turn down the stream in the background for me.
Yeah, hold on.
All right, viewers, once you're calling in, please make sure that the stream on your other device is turned down before you're calling, all right? Go ahead, my general.
Yeah, respect. Yes, unstoppable, big up.
Yeah, good. Yes, caller.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been watching this program for a while. Unstoppable. Respect to that, you know.
Bless up,
you do a real good job, you know, in terms of making kind of inform about what going on in Jamaica, you know. But Marvin, really and truly, I see what you're doing, and I so respect it, you know. I really want you to continue it, you know, because we need a new system in Jamaica. Because the two-party failed us a long time, right? And see that.
Yes.
The only man I can really say is the best leader we ever have, Michael Manley. Because I remember everything what he's saying, maybe you're young still, you know, but everything that Manley tried, like youth program, you know, Jamal.
Yes.
You know, like the farming thing, help the farmer. And I like your passion, you know, and that way, so we need the corruption to come out. Because we, in Canada, we're all over the other country, we show they invest in their company, their nation. And the only way you can build a nation is invest, right? So that's what I'm saying, I like your passion and I like what you're doing. Unstoppable. Keep doing the good work.
Bless
and
up,
I just want this party to start, and I
We
hope
start.
you get the message and start gather and send out all the information and you can get your team going because we need a change,
Thank you, Carla. And you are not too far away where you can't help to make the change. So even if you can do a contribution, as you can say at the bottom of it, we need money for flyers, billboards. We need it, and we're not gonna go around it. We're not on no money, but what we have is a manifesto where we know for sure, and we have the leadership. We have the team. We're still recruiting because we need any Jamaican. You know yourself, you're credible. We will be more than happy to welcome you to the team because the United Independence Congress is for all Jamaicans. So you want to be a part, there's the phone number. You can call we, send a WhatsApp, you're interested, you want to be a part of us, you want to make a donation. That is our website. Make a donation for we, please. And once you do that, you don't have to worry about nothing else. We will do the rest.
That's what I'm talking right now.
And 100% unstoppable money to cash up the boss because a man are using platform to bring information to where TVG and CVM and them people get to because enough of never know about the UIC. So unstoppable, they see cash up there. Send on some change from the people in the US and kind of who can do the cash up thing. See it there. Really support the cause because this man here, him have thousands of followers and we want to get the message out there.
I don't send the money yet, but here or now, you see that the cash I have to really support Unstoppable. You see right now, and I like me having that big money. We always hustle, but we know what the youth are doing right now to present people like you so we can do something about what's going on. I will support and I hope everybody here and support this thing here. Just like how we look for Miss Dana and all these people. We need people like these people because Jamaica are very high moral people, and we know with good people, so we need to just build our thing because we are the model of the world, right? Yeah, man.
Yes.
I mean, I never tune him crab in a barrel. That's why I write those tunes, and we are struggling still to build our things here, man. But
you're breaking up. Carla, is it him or me?
Share thing, and what we can do,
I think
I'm gonna do it,
Marvin.
and I hope everybody listening and just support this thing because we need a new change. We need the system to clean up. As you say, we can't have the kids that shoot each other, have a fire around the place. The immoral thing. We need education. And we need build up the system that we can put the youth them in work after education. Like it's a skill. You talk some sensible thing. Continue it, and you have other people want to say stuff, but
Yes. I appreciate you, Carla. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, man, enough love. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
we're gonna do much right now.
All right. Bless. All right, my boss. Good.
Carla, you're live. Turn on the stream in the background for my viewers, please. Once you're calling in, please turn down the stream before you call in. Carla, you're live.
Yo, Unstoppable, big up.
Blessings.
Marvin.
Manas.
Oh, now you hear me?
Yeah, man. Loud and clear.
Boy, every day I drive, I watch all the video and them thing there. And he's a trucker plus more for the airport and them thing there, but he's a man I travel all over. I go 27 different countries, so I see how everybody else operating after them country and how them do things. And every time, I swear to you, most of my family are PNP, see? But me, not get to me never vote in a Jamaica and would I never vote. Obviously, I live in Jamaica, so. But me I say, me never see me spirit don't take one leader so yet. I mean, I wish bad for him, I'm hope whatever I go reach him later on in the future, affect his wife and everything to them. Because you see them politicians here, so because nothing knock on them doorstep and thing, them don't care about nobody else, so since me start watching now, it's like me can't wait for us sorry about my language. I can't wait for election come. I come down there and mark extra 10 times if I can mark it.
No, it's just one time. If you need 10 times, no, one, please.
Live in Jamaica, I can't wait for election come. And that's how I feel. Brother, I know much people down there suffer now because of this, you know. I know much politician, brother, if you ever there and watch American news, amount of politician from Jamaica then come here, then carry down undiscovered money, 80,000. That's why you see all Daryl Vaz and all of them lose all them visas and see now be illegal money, then come over here, travel through Mexico, collect money and carry down. You all of them got jail. All of them.
Carla, listen to me. The information is serious. I mean, we know that corruption is high, but you see, if we don't have the facts and things general, we can't really should be taught us because we don't want to go lockdown unstoppable. No, me I try to protect unstoppable because we don't want to say, yeah, we're over here, sir. Because you know what I'm telling you. So we do understand. And we know that corruption is high. Yeah, and we feel the passion general. Really feel the passion. And for a man who has never voted before, me not lie. You need to fly down. I know what you feel like. We want you fly down. We want you get your voters ID, and we want you do it because we can only do it if we want everybody in the diaspora to fly down when the election, local and general election, or come and give make we UIC do it, man. So much persons cannot feel we like that. Thank you so much, Carla. Really appreciate it, General. So the phone number there for the UIC, so you can reach out to it. Yeah?
No, message up on WhatsApp, you know. Try message the UIC on WhatsApp. Because me there try add a $100 donation and they keep on and kick me out. I mean, I don't know why.
On the WhatsApp?
On the website, you know, when we text you
on the website. On the website.
Saying, yeah, every time I try donate, every time I say I donate $100, they kick me out.
All right, tell you what. So what I'm going to ask you to do, this phone number that is on the screen, you can send us a WhatsApp, and then we can give you another option how you can make another transfer as opposed to through the website. All right, we don't know why that is happening. We've been sabotaged in many ways, so it wouldn't come as a shocker to us that it's been sabotaged. We don't know what it is. We don't want to blame anybody until we have really fixed the issue. But as it is right now, this phone number, the 876-293-0812, please to take that number and send a WhatsApp that you would like to make a contribution, and then we will give you other. Oh, by the way, I need to say this to you and to all the persons who would like to make a donation. We have tried everything. And of course, Joseph Patterson being one of the world's greatest accountant, who is the leader of this movement. Yeah. We have been doing everything from 2011 to open a bank account, a commercial bank account. And we have been hindered completely from the banks. So we don't have a bank in our account. So the one we ever get, I gonna have Joseph Patterson name. And we didn't want it like that, where people are sending money directly to somebody's name. But we need to let the world know. Say the banking sector in Jamaica has been doing their very best to sabotage us. And CB and Scotia and the other one, them, that we have tried everything. And the only thing that we're allowed to do is to open a personal account. And we are a registered third political party. Are registered. So we want to show you how great the sabotage is. But Carla, as I said, take that number, and not only will you be able to contribute, but you get a chance so we can talk some more off here, and you can express your feelings. We really appreciate it. Because we want to take a few more calls. We really appreciate it, General. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Me message it and thing. We can help out in a whole heap of different departments.
Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to say this one more time. If you call in and we hear the audio in the background, I'm just going to end the call and accept another call. Not to be disrespectful, but viewers, if you're calling in, please turn the stream down in the background. All right? Carla, you're live. Go ahead.
Hi there. How are you? Sandra Rose calling.
Hi, Sandra. Good evening again.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to say something. Everybody that's listening to these lives, I was able today, I took a live from way back when I first saw Mr. Patterson on Unstoppable, and I kept it. And I took that recording because it's not about us debating and arguing about why it shouldn't be JLP or PMP. This morning I was busy. I took that live to 4 major people in Jamaica. We're talking old heads, people between my age and up that are staunch JLPs and staunch PNP that won't even listen. But I had them sit and listen. They don't even have phones. They don't have iPads, none of that. I had them listen. And then I had them listen to last night. And I'm going to have them listen to this one. And we're in the trenches now. And these people are saying, wait a minute, this man makes sense, you know. They were part of the old machine. They were part of the 5 and then 8 and then 15 families.
Wow.
And these people are their helpers. And these people are their gardeners. And these people just vote because the boss voted how the boss voted. This is what we need to be doing. We need to go viral with this information.
Yeah.
It's not about click, like, and click share because these channels want like and share. This is the mode of communication that we have. Yeah. And it's not about standing on the corner and arguing with somebody. Hand up, you know, I say talk to the hand, talk to this YouTube. Listen to this. I did that with a taxi driver today. I'm saying, boy, that makes no sense, you know.
Thank you so much.
Came on now. In the streets. He's in the streets.
Yeah.
He's around. These guys got sense. It's not everybody that speaks so eloquently. Some of us, we just educated idiots, some of us. But when sense makes sense.
Yes.
I work in the area of nutrition and wellness, and I can't eat no chemicals.
Wow.
And all that's imported in here is, y'all need to go back to a movie, Life and Debt, DEBT. It was a documentary that they hid from us for the debt in Jamaica and why it's still the way it is. And it started out with a song, Welcome to Jamrock, way, way back. Y'all know when that song first came out. The tourists see this, and this is what we see. And it's gone from bad to worse because a lot of us never watched it and a lot of us never listened. But you answered a question for me today that's very important because in the 10 points that we have, and I'm saying we because I'm down with this. As of last night, I had a talk with myself and my Lord, and I said, listen, I can't be hiding no more. I can't be in the trenches. I can't care whether somebody cut me off and not invite me to dinner because I don't care. I'm an undercover field Negro. But you said something that's important. You talked about, now I understand what the unified independent Congress means.
Yes.
The hardest thing for them to do in the US between the Republican and Democrats is to get consensus. And when you start working together with the JLP and PNP, and let me tell you, a lot of these JLPs are listening and a lot of these PNPs are listening, and y'all are making sense. I called up some of the godfathers and the godmothers and all of those upper people to listen. I need your blessing. I need your mentorship because I really don't know a lot about a lot of things, but I am getting ready to go support the UIC. I couldn't even say it.
UIC.
UIC. Listen,
awesome.
It's the cause for me. They were like, okay. I said, I want to come and sit down with you. All right, come this afternoon. Come tomorrow. Come. All right. So a lot of y'all have these old head parents that's doing what they've been doing. They got voter registration card. It may be too late for some of us who are now hearing right now because they did their little cutoff. But we really need to is there a way to reinstitute, because they haven't called no election, right?
No, they're trying to appease the Jamaican. They're trying to please Jamaicans first and then call the election. That's how they strategize their stuff.
Please us with more time for more people to register.
Yes. Yes.
That's what we really want.
And that process is tedious. The registration process is tedious. It's ridiculous that you have to go there and they take weeks to come and verify that you live at the address that the same government gave you a government ID saying this is your address. But we still have to come to re-verify. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But do your best, try, and for all the persons, you need your voter's ID. You have to get your voter's ID so that you can make your X for the last time count. All right?
They had the cutoff already, they said.
There you go. Yeah, a cutoff. A cutoff. So there goes your constitutional right.
If there's somebody that if there's somebody that doesn't have one, don't think you can't do anything. Don't think you can't do anything. You could talk to people who do. That have resigned, who don't vote. I talked to the gardener of somebody, a VIP person, as they would call it today, and he said, "You know, if I go pick up my card," and for years he's not voted. He said since they did X and Y, and he's in communities that he know. I said, "Listen, we're gonna go in your community and we're gonna do some sit down with some people and let them watch these YouTube so they're fully educated and fully aware that nobody's just telling them come pick up a chicken and check a box."
Well, thank you so much, Sandra.
You go grassroots with this as well. That's a whole nother level.
Sandra, you listen to me, and that is why I have your number because you were on last night, and we're definitely going to stay in contact because it's people like you that the United Independence Congress we welcome, because we want the fans, we want the supporters, the people who believe in the project, who believe that we can make the change. It's people like you that we thank you so much. We thank you. We really, really do thank you. And we're saying this not just to you, Sandra, but to all the persons within the diaspora, all those who are about to contribute to the UIC or to fund it. We want flyers, we want stuff. So only nothing to send me money. Maybe we don't have a big printer and we can print 2 million flyers. We want it because we want every Jamaican to get that 10-point plan that we have. What the plans we have for Jamaica, our motto, our aim, our core values, everything. The manifesto, we have it. We have it. We can send it digital we want all the help that we can get. We need professionals to come and other professionals, because we do have professionals over by the UIC, but we need more people. We need all the people we can get. Everybody. We want everybody who wants to be a part.
Technology. There's Quiet Party LLC that's on the way. They don't want us to shout, and they don't want us to. They want to lock us up for doing protest. You can't come on somebody's private property that's being compliant. If we got to do 15, 20, 30, 40 people at a time hearing this message on headphones, and the community is quiet, but they're hearing it, and they're hearing these YouTubes, and they're hearing it, we could do this. We're going to do this.
Yes.
We're gonna do this.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sandra.
They can't be shagging nobody out in the street. You can't come on my property and tell me that I can't have so-and-so here. You can't go to another house up the road, because there's people with places that need to hear this.
Yes. We're going to talk and organize that. We're going to talk and organize that. All right, Sandra? So please to talk to me off air, and then let's organize and plan. And welcome to the family. Enough love. Thank you for the support.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Caller, you live. Go right ahead for me. Viewers, if you call in and I hear the stream in the background, I will just end the call. Please turn the stream down before you call in. Caller, you live. Go ahead.
I did that already.
Yeah, not you, General. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Good evening.
Evening.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
I take the interest of calling because I can't believe what I'm hearing. As a Garvey Heights, from my youth when we used to read Garvey book, this is what Garvey has predicted, and it is coming true.
Wow. Why you say that?
No, all right. I'm living in a volatile society. in a area and traveling around and around. I do distributing. And the way people talk about crime and corruption, I know everybody will comply to this party.
Yes.
Because people, no matter what wealth and what you have, peace of mind is the best, you know. And when you know you can live in peace and sleep and walk off to your friend in peace without the hoodlums where them broke out and sent on the street to kill off them one another. And them don't know what them kill themselves. In a yoga says if you kill one black man, you kill yourself, you know.
That is true.
And them don't know.
That is true.
They don't know so kill it. And if one man kill one of them brother, them family. Cause everything have a go around, you know. Life has a go around. What goes on comes around. In other words, yoga taught two things. Yoga say life, you can make life a vicious cycle or a virtuous circle. So the vicious cycle doesn't last, it just brings corruption all the way. But the virtuous circle is peace of mind right through.
Yes.
And money is not all, it's just peace of mind people want. Because when you see where the crime reach, brother, nobody's satisfied with it. If you notice some of them are find gun, and the same people them give the gunman them, you know. The same I give the gun them answer. You know.
Yes.
Because people get fed up.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Jamaica with just a good climate and an environment. We shouldn't be suffering like this is going into disaster for our environment. And it is all set and done by the theologians and the politicians.
Yes.
Because I do deep history, you know, and I know certain things. I don't have to doubt because I know that, as Bob Marley said, who are the criminal? The real criminal around here, we have praised them and I cherish them. And we have blamed the little youth where they get caught up with mistakes and the psychology.
That is true.
The gunman is not the real criminal, he's not the real criminal, you know. And when them send police come kill them, when they get fed up at them.
Yes, that is true. That is true. That is true. That is so true.
Psychology. Yeah. Psychology is one of the things where people should adhere to.
Yeah, Carla, listen, the number is on the screen. For the UIC, I wanted to take down that number. I wanted to get in touch with us. I really like I like your level of reasoning. I cannot and the good thing about all the callers, we feel the passion in all of you that you are for the change and you want better for Jamaica and you see the better in the United Independence Congress. I thank you so much. And I'm giving God thanks also that I was able to clarify enough as to who we are, what we represent, and what we want to do for the country, right? What we want to do for you. You understand? And we want to make a better life for you. Thank you so much, Carla. We really appreciate it, man. Enough love and enough respect, Virgin. Take off a number and give us a shout and join the movement. It is a movement, and we want you to just join the movement. And we don't care if you're JLP or PNP, you're welcome to be a part of the movement in terms of a change. We don't care who you voted for. That was your constitutional right, and we're not stereotyping, we're not discriminating. You had a right to vote for whoever you didn't want to vote for. But for now, if you want to change, please.
Moreover, I want to enlighten who don't know I'm a Gaviite and I read my Gavi book from our young. In the philosophy opinion of Gavi, one of his prophecies is that a leader shall rise after the farm, and when that leader rises, the people will be ready. And even the police force will be on the people's side that time. We can remember the police family living in ghetto, you know, and live on. That's why they are so corrupt, you know, because they mafia survive as well. Use the police, you know. Well, the man where America killed, Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein built a special team in security in police, them, you know, that them not interact with hoodlum and nobody. The police should be treated discreetly. They should live in one place. Them should not risk their life to, you know, crowd figure home all them something. Them should be protected more. But through that happen now, that's why them end up corrupt. Because them not get the right treatment. So even them they use.
I understand. Well, we've got to talk more about that, Carla. Because the time. time really against me. But I really appreciate you calling, sir. And thank you so much for reading. I'm sure you've enlightened a lot of other Jamaicans who might look into this. The book, the Gaviites. Marcus Garvey is who you're talking about. Marcus Garvey. When he said that's a Garveyite, Marcus Garvey. All right, and that's one of our national hero. Thank you so much, Carla. Really appreciate it. Have a good evening.
Yeah. And the number, even though we are not rich, but many people contribute based on your head. You could leave the number on the screen.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. It's gonna be there. 293-0812.
Oh, apparently I call already and I got a partisan. So the number like you can contribute. Oh, well, I should call there to get the information. Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. Bless up.
All right.
Carly, you're live. Go right ahead.
Yes, man. Top of the evening to the crew.
Yeah, man. Enough love and respect.
It's a breath of fresh air we have been getting, and just to let you folks know that you're doing a good job. And Marvin, your mannerism and everything putting across is a tremendous blessing. But an important thing, UIC. Just look at it as I'm looking at somebody across the road, and it's them that I see. Easy way for them for this expression to get across. See.
Yes, I get it.
You get it?
Yes, I do. and that is also a part of what we believe. We should look out for each other. We should look out for it. I see you.
Right.
I see you. What is you? I see. Yes. We could play upon it. Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. The words that's been one that have been using to deceive us in many ways. So we can use it back. I was very good at that. Rex Negelford in his presentation, and I think if we utilize it in this time when we're in a crisis, we will be able to understand well how this third party, and I wouldn't say third party, the party that should take us through the crisis that we're in, because we're really in a serious bind. We need to get out of it. You understand?
Yes.
And the thing that I'm wondering, can we hold you folks to your words? And what are the consequences if you do not fulfill what you promised to do in case you folks win?
You know exactly what to do. Vote us out. You know exactly what to do. Vote us out.
We're not no. It's not a voting situation. We won't have time to do the voting out. We want if you put the consequences that can be.
Well, I mean, the law will have to determine that. One thing's for sure, that if we make the Jamaican people a promise that we cannot fulfill to the Jamaican people based on our manifesto, then we ought to be held accountable. I believe that, because this is what we're talking about, accountability in this country. So if we say that we're going to put minimum, no more minimum wage, and we're going to put our system, then there should not be no more minimum wage. And if we said there's no more property tax, when we take up office and there's still property tax, then we should be held accountable, because we said no more property tax. If we say 10% GCT, it needs to be 10%.
Marvin.
Yes.
Marvin, it's not so much that I'm looking at, It's the criminals that's supposed to go behind bars that I'm looking at. Because listen, man, the criminality exceeds its limit. You get what I'm saying? The professionals who are lawyers, the professionals that are judges. Matter of fact, there's a syndicate amongst these individuals that do great exploit to this country. And this is where the people are suffering. You look around the courthouse in Kingston and see the amount of people that are mad around the courthouse. You notice the injustice that they have had, they end up one of them. Find out how much of those people that lose because of people just up in blacks and going inside there and sold the cases out that these people let out. I don't think they want to be around here, but that's where they end up because of the injustice that has been done to them. I'm not talking because of something I heard. Me, I thought based on fact.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. I guess I thought I think I was misunderstanding. We promise you that under the UIC, I was really getting a distorted sound. Under the UIC, everybody will be held accountable. You commit a crime, you should pay for it. You're gonna go to prison.
Yeah.
No joke about it. No joke.
All right, General, let me try to take another call because we have to wrap up soon, all right?
Want to call. We'll link
yes, Daddy. Thank you, man. No problem. God bless.
We'll link. No problem.
All right, Daddy. Cool.
All right, Marvin, we're going to take about 3 more calls, all right?
That's fine, because I was getting I could barely hear.
All right. Call you live, right?
Yeah, man. Big up and stop.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. Marvin.
Yes, sir.
But I stumbled through that thing last night and I picked up this thing and I found it very informative. You know what attacked me, you know? Your big brother, this, you know.
Big brother?
Yeah, man. Leo, man. Leo.
Makala?
That is that
My respect, man. Leo McCullough from Old Harbor. Big up to the Old Harbor people there. Everybody from I didn't say Old Harbor. Old Harbor. Everybody know Old Harbor. From Old Harbor beer, Boys Content, Barton's, Big Band, the whole up there, some Bannister, Davis, Bowers, Claremont, Darlington Drive. Love you know. Church friend, everybody. Yes.
I'm loving this and I'm loving the movement. And I love the fact that you have found, you know, your car. Me think this is your calling still, you know. I realize, you know, how passionate you are when it comes on to poor, and how helpful you have always been. Remember time when you not have nothing, you what? Remember, I don't know if you remember, but remember the time when you gave a lady your umbrella. You were walking down, I think it was to church one day, and you saw a lady, the rain was falling, and you gave her your umbrella, and you walk from up at the clock down to the church. I reach the church, you're wet.
That sound like me.
I was looking at them and said, Marvin, a madman, you know. Like that. But that is the Marvin that wow. I know. Yeah. And the whole of we know we're in a year where we grew up with you. I love you. I gotta look out for people and you're real.
Yeah, man.
You understand? So here what Marvin.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah, boss. Remember me tell you that. And whatever I can do,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it, man. This
you know, but my there and you know, we have to link up back.
We will do. Your brother have my number, so you can make him call me. But to the Jamaican people, that is a man who grew up with them, and this is not even a planting. Me not even know say man a call. Not even know say them man a listen. Them a kind of thing. Leo is a businessman. No man have time for them or something. So I really appreciate it that you can let the Jamaican people know the caliber of person that means. And I am not perfect. I mean, the Jamaican people, no, I don't want to feel I'm not a perfect person. Me have relationship issues. Relationship. But at the end of the day, nobody can come and say him a thief. Nobody can say him a thief. You understand what I say? And the whole other people can come put their neck on the block and say, this one here, I am credible. Credible. I'm a love people. I'm a love my country. Thank you so much, Leo. Really appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
All right. Blessing, my brother. And
yeah, man.
Bless up, bossy.
Good.
All right, Marvin. Remember, try to keep it short because we only have to take 2 more calls in.
Yeah, man. Cool. Perfect person. Yeah, really.
Carla, you cut it right for time, Carla. All right, you're live, Carla. Go right ahead.
Yes, unstoppable. Big up yourself. Me a call from London, yeah. You know,
Blessings.
I always watch your program, and I just like, you know, I just fall in love with the UIC.
Blessings.
Manners.
Yeah, man. Because I tell us that long before I discovered the UIC, it's like exactly everything about them. That's what I was praying. So I lift off my hat high to the UIC because I'm telling you, it's like I never feel really comfortable where our country was going. And I was thinking all the time, why we can't get somebody who rise up against these people because they're taking us down a deep, 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 deep hole down in the gully. You understand? And when I discovered the UIC, when they arrest Mr. Patterson, I was like, whoa. And from that day till now, every program I search, every channel to find the UIC, everything. I always watch the UIC. I started to do my donation from January, and I'm going to make sure every month I do that. I won't be able to be there to help and do anything. So I just contribute any little thing I can contribute, you know?
Thank you so much, Carla. Really appreciate that. No fluff, man. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I tell you, I lift my heart high to the UIC, and I hope you guys successfully, man. I tell you, say, we Jamaican people, we have to come together and, you know, we have to do a thing because I'm telling you, it's like, it's going to be a bitter future if we miss this opportunity, it's going to be bitter for us. Trust me.
Yeah. Thank you, Carla. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, man. No fluff. Yes, sir.
Sorry?
Yeah, well, sir, thank you very much. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you for calling, man.
Yeah, man, I'm here watching you guys, and Marvin, you are number one. So, you know, take it easy.
All right.
Bless
All right, my love and thanks.
All right, Carla, you're live. Last call for the show. Go right ahead.
Good evening. Well, my time, good evening. I'm coming from the UK.
Oh, wow.
Marvin, absolutely love what I'm hearing. I'm living in the UK. I'm looking to come back to Jamaica. You know, anytime really soon. It's imminent. It's very imminent. I'd love to do something in the country. You know, I think that us here, we class ourselves as knowledgeable, but you know, we do, but we give all our knowledge and our experiences to a country that we don't feel we get anything back from. And the country that we should be giving it to is our own country, which is like Jamaica. So, you know, I want to come back and do something there. And a lot of people that I know have the same passion, and what you're doing is you're just fueling our passion here. You know, I'm really revved up with this because your passion comes across extremely strong, and Joseph as well, and he is very educated. He's very educated because he's traveled. He's picked up a lot of knowledge from other countries, and I think that's exactly what Jamaica needs. It needs that. So I'm ready to come back. And, you know, like a lot of us, we are retired people. We're retired. And we in the UK, and like some of the other countries, we then get a pension. And I know that when you live in Jamaica, you can still receive your pension. But I know the plans that you have for Jamaica, the same as Barbados, which I think is absolutely correct and should go ahead with it. But there's a lot of people I spoke to as well. What would happen to our pension? Would we still get that? Would you be putting something in place? I know it's a long-term thing, and it's a plan that you have to look at, you know, ahead of putting in place. But is that something that you would be looking to do for people that are retired, and you know the security they have, or the financial security they have, they want to continue with that? Because once you go Republic, or you're completely cut off from the UK, I don't see Mr. Boris sending us any money to go and live in another country somehow.
Well, Carla, I am just, number one, thank you so much for calling. I know it's very late, where you are, and I really appreciate the fact that you took the time to stay up and to stay with us for 2.5 hours, almost.
Absolutely.
I can assure you, with the ability of our leader, Mr. Joseph L. Patterson, as it relates to our seniors retiring with dignity, whether you are within the diaspora or you're here with us here locally, I can assure you that nothing as it relates to our people will have you be outplanned. You are included in all the plans that we have to benefit all our people. This is the party where this a party is like a hotel, all inclusive hotel. Once you come, we no matter if you're up on the last floor or the first floor. We want you to know that you pay your money, you get food when everybody get food. You can use all the pool and you get all the services. All inclusive party. We believe in equality. We believe in the care for everybody. So you don't have to worry. When you come home under the United Independence Congress, you will be taken care of. I am sure the United Independence Congress values every single Jamaican and and will be putting in things in place to benefit every Jamaican. So don't worry about that. We take care of you. Come home. Come home.
I'm gonna probably come up, but the crime, the violence, and everything else, it was just too much, man. It was too much. But having the hope to see this could change with a credible, government in power gives me the reassurance that when I give up here in the UK and come back to Jamaica, I will feel that I'm not losing out anything that I would actually benefit from here in the UK. I just feel that Jamaica is so longing for this now. I think the people are ready for this now, that it's this time. And for all of those who haven't signed up, I've signed up and I've done my little online thing to the UIC because, I'm showing that I'm not just mouthpiece, I'm showing that I'm supported, but we all need to do it. All of us here in the other countries, in Canada, America, England, all around, we need to support our country. At the end of the day, it's our country. So I thank you so much for your passion. I absolutely love your passion. And you don't change.
Thank you.
Keep it as it is. Don't change.
Not change. Never change. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, caller.
Thank you for taking my call. Thank you.
Bless you. All right. So that was the last call.
All right, we have one. We have one more. Carla, you're live.
One more?
Yeah,
okay.
But keep it short. All right, Carla?
Yes.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Good evening, sir. I am well. With callers like you and the others before, I am well.
Well, give thanks to Unstoppable for continue carrying this message. I've been listening for a while now. I live in Florida, and
yes, sir.
I'm from St. Elizabeth. Yeah, man. And I see where the UIC can do a lot of improvement in St. Elizabeth for a lot of people to get work, because there's only farming industry is in St. Elizabeth. You understand? And I know the program going to cut short, but I really want to give a little piece of how I can be a part of it, because there's a lot of idea that we can share, that we can help one another down there.
Of course, I believe so. Mm-hmm. Do you have the number for the UIC? So tell you what, because that sounds like it you have all one book ready, and I'm sure that my president and the other executive members of the United Independence Congress, everybody, councillor candidates alike and supporters, would love to hear, because this is what we do. We welcome ideas, we welcome stuff, and of course, as long as it embodies the ethos or the nucleus of our manifesto, sure, we can always add, we can welcome, but we will listen to you. And of course, we will let you know what can work from what can't work. But I guarantee you, this is a guarantee, that we are going to be giving the Jamaican people a better life, one that every single Jamaican will be in a position where they can live in dignity, they can earn, and they will be the services proper. It's a clean environment. Proper police servicing. You don't have to worry about education. You don't have to worry about the unemployment status. We're going to fix every single thing that we can fix to make Jamaica a better place. And that is the promise of the United Independence Congress. We have it. We just need the funding and the opportunity to just go in the pilot. Once you put your X, we will do the rest.
Yeah, man, because when you look at it right now, enough foreigners want to come back to Jamaica right now, or even invest, And the amount of foreigners in England, America, and Canada, if we ourselves come back and invest in Jamaica, we'll be one of the richest small islands.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. And the Chinese know this. And the white people know this. And the Indians, they know. Or every other race know the power and the value of Jamaica and Jamaicans. And I know that my people down here, sir, is one of the most powerful set. I know what we can do with the resources that we have. And this is what the United Independence Congress is pledging to the Jamaican people. We're going to harness and harvest all the good stuff out of our people and let the world see what we can do as a black nation. As a black nation. We're going to do it. It can be done. And we need the help from all of you.
Yeah, man. Unstoppable, I really want to get a time to talk to you after here, so you just save my number and link me one away,
All right, brother. I say a word.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Blessings.
Thank you. All right, that's the last call. Yeah, I guess you want me to wrap up.
Take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Probably I say, Unstoppable, what you there? We don't see you, Marvin. Take over the show, but don't worry, Marvin show this evening.
So, ladies and gentlemen, 3 minutes before 6:30, I'll just use the 3 minutes to say a special thank you to all the persons who tuned in and you listened and you stayed with us. I don't want you to just see this as a program. I really want to also say a very special thank you to Unstoppable. The information is at the bottom of the screen if you want to contact the UIC. It's info at you have that one there?
No, that's just the number. Sorry.
Okay. So you can just call it. You can call this number, and we will be more than happy to give you whatever information you need about the UIC, how you can contribute, and stuff like that. We want to thank you so much for tuning in. It was a pleasure having everybody online. Love the UIC. We need support, and we want to show all the doubters who say, no, sir, no third party can't win in a Jamaica. The only way we can do it is if you make that decision when it comes to election day. You have to make a decision. We'll start with local government. If you do not have a representative in your area, because we do not, we will not be turning away anybody who wants to be a part of the UIC. So if you believe that you have the capability of helping the councillor candidate in the area, you want to join up, this is your opportunity. Call the number, we sign you up, we indoctrinate you and make you be a part of the movement. And just like that, not a tedious process. We just want you to know that we love you. And once you come, you need to understand that for us, the ethos or the core value is that you have to possess the quality of being a uniter. So you have to come and you come to unite. All right, you work together. This is the sign. This is the UIC sign. It means one Jamaica. So if somebody have this and we are one. It means one Jamaica. And the symbol that will be on the ballot box is the joining, a handshake. The joining of the hands, a handshake. Put the X beside the handshake. All right. Once you do that, you make us the party that can affect the changes that we spoke of earlier. Thank you so much. And for Unstoppable, ladies and gentlemen, on a note, say Unstoppable thing there, in Cash App, on a really, really send him on a contribution. Please. He has opened his platform to give the UIC this chance so that Jamaicans can hear what is the TVJ and CVM and the other mainstream media no want to know for hear. No on the know so with the ear. No on the know. And text them to and call them out. Tell them, say, oh, on the need get a chance. On the call them and cuss them out. Tell them, say, UIC want a chance. Love you guys. God bless. Enough love. Marvin Edgar, Communications Director for the United Independence Congress, a Jamaican who love people, and I'll be the representative for Old Harbour Central as councillor candidate, and possibly the member of parliament during the time for general election. So vote for me, all our people. I don't know me already. Nothing of a campaign down this. Love on. I don't know the representation is genuine and real. God bless you. Unstoppable, thank you. God bless your youth. Bless your program. And enough love. Thank you.